Welcome to Improv for the Podcast. On this week's episode, I'm joined by Carol Davis, who will tell us all about her improvisational journey. We'll play a couple games and most importantly, learn how she improv'd her life. Let's hit it. Welcome to Improv for the Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Lee Evans. And tonight, on this episode, I'm joined by the incredibly talented sketch comedian, improviser, artist, parent, Carol Davis!
Woo. All right.
Carol, welcome to the show.
That about said it all.
That about said, I mean, I know we could get a ton more accolades for you. Those are just a few of many.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. We got a crowded studio audience tonight, as you can see.
I can see that.
Sold out house as it is. There's only one empty chair in the room.
That's true.
That's true. And it's in the booth. But Carol, how are you tonight?
I'm okay. Doing okay. Yeah.
That's good. We were having some great discussion about bagels before the episode started.
Savory versus not.
Savory versus not. It's the kind of bold opinions we're bringing you on this podcast here.
Yeah, X-nay, blueberry bagels, and cinnamon raisin. They're not bagels.
They don't count. They
do not.
Yeah. Bagels are savory.
Savory all the way. Yeah.
That's how they should be. That's the official opinion of this podcast as well.
Right.
So if you have a problem with that, well, sorry, we lost you.
That's right.
Yep, we lost you.
Just go away.
But you know where we didn't lose you, Carol, is this old place here, IFTP. What could you just give me a little summary? What brought you here? How'd you get started?
Well, I actually saw a meetup that Matt posted about improv. And I actually don't think I even really thought about ever doing it or even seen much of it, but for some reason it sort of intrigued me. And I went, and it was really fun. And I kept doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, really liked it.
Just kind of that initial okay, this guy is, he runs a good little program here. Let's keep exploring.
Yeah. That was in a studio we had on Washington, kind of east of Culver City, in this kind of weird area.
Okay.
Kind of this no man's land kind of area. But the studio was fun because it was like a raked, it was like you were performing on a stage every time.
Yeah.
So it was really fun.
You kind of had this different feeling when it's like, okay, can I get 2 volunteers up? I'm on the stage.
You're on the stage and you're like, performing.
Oh, that's fun. Because it's just, everyone treats it differently, I think.
It sort of felt different, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Carol, I'm curious to hear more about that original Washington location. But before we do,
okay,
we got to play some 3 things. You were ready.
Oh, I'm ready. That. 3 things. That's right. I forgot.
We got to play some 3 things.
Here we go.
That's right. Okay. So 3 things. I'll give you a category. You list 3 things from that category. Simple as that.
Okay.
You ready? Mm-hmm. All right. These are 3 things. Your first category, animals.
Oh, pangolins.
1.
Sloths.
2.
Sagas.
3. Ooh, very nice. Next category, road trip destinations.
That I would like to, or that I've been on, or whatever.
That you've been on.
Oh, I've been on. San Francisco.
1.
Lake Tahoe.
2.
Montana.
3. Very nice. Last category, favorite museums/exhibits.
Ooh, I just saw a Banksy exhibit last weekend,
1.
which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I love the Getty. And
2.
What's the name of the Van Gogh Museum? I'm being so uppity now. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. The Rijksmuseum. I forgot the name of it, but.
Hey, whatever you tell me, I'll believe it.
The Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam.
Rijksmuseum in Amsterdam. Very nice. These are 3 things. Wonderful. All right, let's circle back to that first category. Your animal choices, well, 1 was great because it wasn't just like cat. Mm-hmm. You started pangolin.
Yes.
Oh, no. I lost it. There go my improv skills. Pangolin.
Sloth.
Sloth. Great
and
choice.
Saga.
What is that?
A Saga. So in each... I'm not going to get into this too much, but another thing that I'm working on is an animal show for kids. It's called Superpower Animal Adventures. Oh. And it talks about just amazing superpowers of animals. So, for example, the saiga is this kind of antelope that lives in a very hot area, and its nose kind of balloons out. So it sort of has like air conditioning in its nose.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible. And the sloth, an interesting thing, is in their fur, they grow this green fungus in their fur to help camouflage them and for other reasons too. And they've been studying that fungus. They think it could help cure cancer.
Wow.
And then the pangolin is just an adorable animal, and it's unfortunately people capture it for their scales.
Right.
They think they're medicinal. So, but they're trying to they're trying to mitigate that a lot. So that's good.
Yeah. Are penguins an endangered species?
Pangolins, they might be, just because of those reasons.
Yeah, because people want the scales.
Because of the
Yeah,
scales, yeah.
you really delivered on that category. You gave me 3 unique animals and fun facts about each of them. So
I'm kind of into that.
that went so well. All right, second category: road trip destinations. I feel like you are someone who enjoys travel.
I do.
Yeah.
I
And
do.
I just figured road trip because we live in California, which I think is a place where we are blessed with many options of beautiful places to drive through. I mean, you listed a few: Tahoe, San Fran. Boy, my
Montana.
Montana. Oh, the state of Montana.
The state of Montana.
Not in
Montana
California.
Street. No,
Yeah.
not Santa Monica. No.
Oh man,
The state of Montana.
my brain can remember 2 things tonight, but not 3.
Okay, we'll have to
I'm
work on that,
struggling.
Michael.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. So you'd think a guy who has an improv podcast could figure this out, but yeah, great choices.
We're all human.
I would love to go to Montana. There's a couple states like Montana, Wyoming, Utah, all places I need to go just to see the natural beauty there.
I have a sister in Montana. She lives in Three Forks, Montana. Tiny town. Grew up in the valley, ended up in Montana.
Wow.
She needs to write a book.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
They raise cows, and she drives giant tractors.
that sounds fun.
Yeah, she's a badass.
Totally different than LA, California
The
life.
Coronado Hills.
Yeah.
Like, how did she know that? That's a long story, but anyway, yeah.
That's cool. Oh,
very
man.
cool.
I got to take a road trip over there. All right, last category. I had to ask you about museums. This one, oh no, I lost it. Getty. That was
Yes.
the second one. The Reichstag, or just the Van Gogh Museum
The Van
in
Gogh
Amsterdam.
Museum, yeah.
And then, see, I'm only remembering 2.
Banksy.
Banksy, yes, you just saw the Banksy exhibit.
Did.
Yeah,
Which
that-
was not really in a museum. It was at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. But they
Oh,
set
down
it
in
up
San
like
Diego,
a museum.
yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
set it up like one.
I love those fairgrounds. So, yeah,
Oh,
that's cool.
okay.
I didn't know they had that down there.
Well, it's only for a couple months.
Ah, okay. I might have to make a trip then.
It was amazing.
So I remember watching. I first learned about Banksy. I watched that documentary, Exit Through the Gift Shop.
Yes.
Long time. That was like 15 or 16 years ago.
Was it something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think 2010.
Yeah, he's fantastic. Or
that just kinda
maybe
blew my
she.
mind.
We don't know,
We
right?
don't know. Just
Could be
Banksy,
they.
the person.
But they're they're just so bright.
Yeah.
You know, refugee help, consumerism, you know, all the right stuff.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I think continually finding ways to be poignant throughout the years too. Just always creating a piece that's relevant to the time. And it's like an
Exactly. Well
ever-evolving
said.
artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
So-
really,
so good.
really
Love
cool.
it.
And I mean, Van Gogh Museum. I mean,
Who
it's
doesn't love Van Gogh?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
wait, it's fantastic.
Yeah, what can you say? Well, and the Getty too is just
And one thing interesting I heard about Van Gogh was that he never sold a painting while he was alive.
Right.
And then his brother, who was the art dealer, he died. And so the sister-in-law is the one who really put his name out there.
Wow.
She's the one that, after he died,
Yeah.
it like blew him up. I just
It's just so strange to think about. Yeah.
like nobody knew who he was.
Yeah,
and
and then-
she's the one who
She made it all happen.
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
She like did PR. She was like, look, my brother.
Marketing. Even one other thing, I remember reading about that. She would put up a show and she would mark one sold, even if it wasn't sold, to make it people give them like
Demand.
FOMO.
Yeah. Ah, that's smart. That's probably one of the first people to kind of figure that out. Yeah. It's just like those business practices that are probably so common now, but to like generate that demand and that interest.
Yeah, she was good.
Ahead of her time, probably. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There is a play that I think is based off that premise where the artist fakes his own death. I think Mark Twain wrote it.
Okay.
And yeah, it's kind of that whole thing. He fakes his own death. I believe his sister gets involved, and it's a lot sillier, and he's not as talented of an artist as Van Gogh.
He does it so he could sell his own work.
And then, but you know, he's
that's
still
a great
alive, running
idea.
around. Yeah, it's very funny.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but I saw it years ago. I didn't make the Van Gogh connection, but yeah, probably based off history.
Could be, yeah.
Carol, bagels, art, animals, road trips. See, we have so many paths we could go, but tonight we're here to talk about one thing in particular, and that's improv.
Let me see. Improv. Oh, right,
Improv. Yeah, I know.
That's over here.
I was thinking Sega's maybe, but no. So improv, I want you to take us back.
Okay.
When was the time in your life when you first learned about or saw improv? Were first exposed to it?
Wow. That's a good question. I don't remember actually. When did I? I mean, I obviously knew what it was when I took a class. When I went to take that class, I knew what it was. I watching Whose Line Is It Anyway? By then, maybe because that was back a while ago.
Yeah, it started in the 90s.
Yeah, I think for sure I watched that.
Yeah.
And that was fantastic.
Yeah. Because I think for a lot of people, that's what like made everyone aware of it because it brought it to your homes. Versus
By the
that's
way,
how
I did
learned
see
about
them do a live show a few years ago.
Really?
It's much nastier live than on TV.
It gets a little sanitized. I imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
They got to have a little fun with it. I mean, they're shooting for hours on end.
Yeah. They were so good, though.
Did you go to a taping or was it like a live performance?
It was
that
live
you did?
performance here in LA.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really so good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
good.
I would like to see that. I don't know if that ever comes around because it's seeing them work and then just really go at it.
Yeah.
But doesn't
audience
make it on TV.
suggestions, all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably a little more interesting.
Yeah, it was so fun. So good. So good. Yeah. So I guess that's where I probably first learned about it.
Yeah. Probably saw Whose Line. I mean, I know that's how I learned about it. Many people who've been on this show, it's kind of, that was the moment, at some point we saw Whose Line and it was like, what is that? That's, regular people can do that too. Because it just seemed like something on TV that these really funny folks could do. And
well, I never thought I could do it. Like I never even suspected I could even do it.
Yeah. You just saw
I mean,
it.
even now I don't think I could really do it.
Beg to differ, but okay, so you saw it on TV. And then at some point down the line, you said, I think I'll take a class in that. Was that Matthew Moore or was that prior to him?
That was Matt.
That was Matt. Yeah.
Yep. It was the first one I took with.
First one, okay. And prior to signing up for that improv class, did you do any performing before that? Were you ever like choir, music,
yeah,
dance?
actually was a dancer in college. I did performance, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Dance performance.
What kind of dance?
Modern dance.
Okay.
But not like Martha Graham modern dance, but like more structured, I guess you'd say.
Okay.
So yeah, I did that for a while.
At the collegiate level too. I mean, that's serious.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, so you did dance. So you have experience being on stage in front of an audience performing. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so that helps. Yeah.
I didn't talk much when I was
the
dancing.
difference.
Though.
Yeah.
That was different.
Yeah, you knew your choreography going into your performance. You had the preparation. You had your costume, right? Okay.
That's right. Although I did do one piece for my senior thesis. It was called, I got a recording somehow. It was called Dawn in the Duck Blind. And it was like, something like, the sun is rising, the sound of ducks quacking, and it was like this hushed tone. And I did a duet to that with a solo saxophonist playing.
Wow.
So it was all very sort of conceptual-ish at that time.
Yeah. That's college. That's what you do. You
Yeah,
meet people from other majors,
Experiment,
other departments. You collaborate. You make stuff.
Yep.
That's kind of the point. Yeah.
So I wasn't talking, but somebody else was talking during that piece.
Okay. Yeah, but combining all those elements.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. So dance. You knew about improv. For some reason, this Matthew Moore meetup guy.
Yeah.
You said, "All right, I'll do it." Do you remember what your thought process was behind that? It was just like, I just want to try this.
Oh, you mean when I first went the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was curious and willing, I guess.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't know anything about any of it. Like, I sometimes I tell people, like, improv is like, you practice a lot how to be spontaneous. I didn't know anything about that, so, but it was just, it's like, I guess what I loved about it, it's like you just get to sit and laugh for a long time, and watch people. And it was a great camaraderie, and it was just a really fun atmosphere to be in. I was like, okay, I want this. I want more of this.
Yeah. It's different than anything else that, you typically find yourself doing on, a weeknight.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Exactly. Yeah. So different. So fun. It was like so fun.
And you started, was that back on the theater in Washington?
Yeah.
Then? Okay. Is that the one? No. I know there was one that used to be a prison.
A prison?
Yeah. I think that was the very, very first location.
Yeah. I think that was like in a basement somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. But I did have an experience, speaking of prison. So me and Corinne, who is still taking class, we were, it was after class, it was maybe like 10 p.m. and we were just chatting, and the streets were pretty deserted, but we saw this group of these 3 young girls coming up, and we're like, hey, so how you doing? And they turned around and they took out this giant gun, and they held us up at gunpoint.
Wow.
In front of the improv studio. And it all just happened so fast. And they're like, give us your wallet, give us your wallet. I'm like, okay, fine. And I remember Corinne just got a new phone. She's like, do I have to give you my phone? I'm like, yeah, give us your phone.
Oh, no.
She just got a phone with the lights around it, with the selfie light kind of thing on it.
Yeah.
She's she,
oh, no.
And they just took it and just ran off. And like, what just happened?
Yeah.
And luckily I had my car keys in my pocket, so they didn't take those.
Yeah.
And then we had to go and testify, and these girls, and then there was like a getaway car where these guys were in it, so they like had the girls go do it, I guess.
Wow. Yeah.
And I just sort of ultimately just felt bad for them.
Yeah.
It's like a Tuesday night, 10 p.m.
Yeah.
They were like 16 years old.
Oh, they were
like,
kids. Yeah.
Why aren't you home sleeping?
Yeah.
And getting ready for school the next day?
Yeah.
So it was ultimately, I felt bad for them, really, But, we were okay. And since then, me and Corinne have been very bonded after that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a moment where you really get close, I think, with the person that's with you.
Yeah, like a life. And I didn't even know if the gun was real. And then I asked the detective, I said, was that real? And he goes, yeah, it was loaded, like a loaded gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and it looked like it was like 2 feet long, but I don't remember. I mean, again, it happens so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, a moment like that. Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that happened. And then you came back the next week.
And I came back the next week. But I have to say, after that, Matt put lights up outside of the studio.
Yeah, just to be like, okay, what can we do? Yeah. And just a note to all our listeners, this is not our current studio.
No, it's not. No, I think he moved soon after that.
Yeah,
because
it was just kind of one of those things where it's like, you know what, maybe we should go somewhere else.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird area. So yeah.
Yeah, but wow, I mean, that gives you such a great story to share. And I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad you and Karina are okay.
Thank you. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine. I can't speak for her.
That's true. Yeah, we shouldn't speak.
No. I think she's doing okay at this point.
Well, you're both still here, so that's a good sign, too.
And we came back, Yeah.
Okay, so you started doing improv. You're going through classes, occasionally getting held up at gunpoint.
Yeah.
No big deal.
No big deal.
What do you think, what are some of the things you saw yourself start growing in as you were attending classes?
One thing I would say, like talking to strangers, got much more fun, really. And I was able to just like relax and chit chat and be curious. And that seemed to really, I think improv really helped or played a part in that for sure. And then what was the question?
Yeah. Just how did you see yourself grow as you started taking improv classes?
Okay.
Yeah, it could be in improv, could be outside of improv too, like you mentioned, talking to strangers.
Yeah. In improv. Well, in improv, I'd say I grew to be less, agenda oriented and just sort of being more in the moment and to, learn to really tune into my partner and to, I like it when you make things worse, I always thought that was really fun to do.
Yeah.
That and there's more, but right now and physicality.
Yeah.
I like to do. I have some characters that I kind of go to, but try to do characters when I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah. I think agenda is always it's still a tough one for me. Getting that out of my brain. I'm like, man, when will this stop being an issue? it's been
For you, that's an issue?
Yeah, sometimes because you're standing there on the sidelines, you get an idea, right? And you're like, I think that's a funny idea, but you can't try and force it.
You can't force it.
So, you have an idea, write it down, turn it into something, right? That's what that's for.
Right, turn it into a sketch.
You turn it into a sketch.
Actually, when I did the sketch, it came from an improv.
Yeah, the Girl Scout, Boy Scout sketch.
Yeah, Boy Scout
like
sketch,
Girl
right.
Scout.
It started as an improv, yeah.
I've been having a lot of cookies lately, so I have Girl Scouts on the brain. But yes, your Boy Scout sketch. Yeah, I know. I have a photo of Naveen and Alan, I think, like saluting.
And Alan had all those Boy Scout uniforms.
He did,
He had
really?
all those man-sized Boy Scout uniforms.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, he brought them. We got to wear them.
Yeah.
It's just like, I think he was a Boy Scout. Like he was a, what do you call it?
He was like a troop leader or...
Not a troop leader, but the highest level of...
Eagle Scout?
Yeah, I think Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
I think Eagle Scout, yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and you can be that till you're old teens. So I think that's why he.
I think through like the end of high school or even into college. I think.
Yeah. So I think that's why he still had this.
Yeah, he had these like adult-sized ones. Yeah. That's awesome. Speaking of that, your sketch. So you wrote a sketch about a troop of Boy Scouts doing a raffle for prizes that nobody really wanted. Well, one guy
Except
was
for
excited
one guy
about.
wanted it, and the other two, and he never got it.
Yeah, it was like there was like a washing machine, which he didn't win.
Yeah, and the ones that got it are like, oh, what? Are you kidding? And you're just like, man, what do you mean? I would love that.
Yeah, why are you excited about the whirlpool?
I know, but I forget what the other ones were.
Yeah, and that idea came from an improv scene that you had done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, because I remember we had so much fun just like getting them all hyped up as you were raffling off these different prizes. I really love that scene.
Oh, thank you. Super fun.
It was, just the energy that everybody brought really made it. And, it's the Scouts. Everybody can, find something in that they can relate to. Thinking back to sketch class, wow, that was a few years ago. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Carol, time passes.
Was that a few years ago?
I think two or three. That
Can't be three.
Oh, I don't want to put a number on it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I've done too many of those now where they all kind of blend together. And I have trouble differentiating. Yeah. Something I like to ask whenever I have sketch students come on is, well, one, like, what drew you to that class, or why did you take that class?
Why the hell did I take that class?
So that was kind of crazy. Why'd you do that? Yeah. It's one of my questions that I love.
Again, I had never done it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like I seen some really great sketch, and I thought, I just want to say, can I do that?
Yeah.
It seemed like a good challenge, and I think when I did that improv thing a while ago, I really liked it. And I thought, when I heard, I said that's the one I want to do. So I already had that idea in my head that I wanted to expand on that and make it, elongate it a little bit. So but I haven't done it since. Yeah. Have you noticed?
Some folks repeat, some do not, and that's okay because...
for me with the hard part, for some reason, I'm so lame with remembering lines. I could not...
It's hard.
I literally typed up, even my own sketch, typed it up, put it on the wall so I could read it right before I went out. It's just like... I'm bad at that, so...
It's hard. It
seems like it's... For some people, it's a lot easier for some reason, so... And then when I would go, after that, when I went to a movie and somebody would have like a 10-minute long speech, it's like, how the hell did they remember that?
I know.
They're just magic or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But you did it. That's the thing with sketch. You can say it was hard, but you did it. I saw you. You did your sketch. You did several others.
Some other ones. There were some really good sketches of that.
Yeah. That was a strong show. And the memorization piece on top of the performing and the costumes and the set.
Costumes in 5 weeks from start to finish.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. But, I'm just always so thankful and appreciative for the folks who are up for it. Because it's like, you signed up to work hard. I don't know what to tell you. And you are going to be stressed. To
be fair, I had no idea what I was getting into when I signed up for it. But no, I'm really glad I did it.
Yeah. And you should be proud.
Oh, thank you.
Of the work that you did.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
You never know.
And you never know. You never know. Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's fun for me to think about looking back now because it's six times now. So it's like, wow, crazy to think about.
And you're still doing it.
Yeah, still doing it somehow. I lost all my hair. No, no, that was a choice. But
yeah, we found it on the floor.
Yeah, we had to sweep it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, part of the cleanup of the.
It was worth
class.
It, right?
Yeah.
Was it worth it, right, Michael?
It was worth it. It was worth it.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna lose what I have left. But something I'm thinking about and that I'm noticing is a trend for you is that you're just willing to go and do stuff and try stuff, which I think is the right kind of attitude to have, especially as an improviser, right? You're coming into this because it's just show up, get up and try it. Like push fear out of the way, push hesitation out of the way. Like sketch class and improv. I mean, to me, I see those as two pretty daunting things. Like for the average person, they're not going to be excited about getting up in front of people and doing that. Right. You go on the street and ask someone, hey, want to come do this class where you have to like move around like an animal on stage and talk in a British accent or something.
And you have no idea what you're going to say, what's going to come out of your mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. And you have to make it up and you have to say something.
You have to say something.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's amusing in some way or another.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think I just have respect for that approach because it's bold. It takes a lot of courage. Do you think that's something you have had to learn over time, or was that something you think you've had?
Looking back, I think I was kind of a tomboy when I was growing up. I was kind of a scrappy kid.
Yeah.
I climbed fences and trees, and I was never really afraid of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe it is something that is kind of in there.
Yeah.
Already. I never really thought that I was that way, but now that I think about it, probably, I did. I probably have had some of that for quite a while.
Yeah. Just kind of like, hey, I'm going to do this thing because I want to. And then you'd go and do it.
I mean, I did that. Okay. So I do mosaics, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And I have a website.
Tell me about that.
CarolDavisMosaics.com. So for some reason, I was looking at a list of Groupon stuff and I saw this mosaic class. It was like just a weekend class in this woman's garage. I thought, okay, that sounds kind of interesting. So I did it and I just ended up just like, wow, this is just so cool.
Yeah.
And then I ran, it was just pretty much she taught us the technique, right? So then I took it and kind of made it my own. And to me, I sort of developed a kind of unique style of doing it, through over some time.
Yeah.
And but it all started with just like a little weekend class that I just thought, that looks kind of cool. I'll try that.
Yeah. I like that a lot. It's just kind of on a whim.
Just on a whim. And the first one I made actually was not bad. I mean, it was actually... I have an art background, so it kind of came maybe a little more easily to me than maybe somebody else. But it was super fun.
Yeah. What did you use, if you remember, originally like to make mosaics in that class versus how did you develop your own style and what I guess we would say medium do you use now?
She had a lot of sort of tiles, square tile things, and she had these sort of beads, these glass beads that they were pretty. But what I do now is I get these big sheets of glass that come in these. Well,
that's how big the sheets of glass are.
That is how big they are, and I use those instead of, and then I cut them. I have these nippers, and I cut each piece very specifically to the design, and which is a little different than how she taught it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, using glass too, and specifically cutting each piece.
Cutting each piece, yeah.
Yeah. That's a level of, it's like a dedication and craftsmanship that it takes to form your pieces. That's really cool. And glass is just beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It just is.
It's beautiful. And one thing I really love about it is like I always usually start with a photograph that I've taken of usually a tree or some sort of nature or something.
Yeah.
And to see sort of the transformation from this still photograph into this sort of three-dimensional glass piece is always, when I'm done, I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To see the difference, to see how it transforms through glass.
Yeah.
This photograph.
I like that. Yeah. So you start with a real subject and then just, turn it into something.
Right. And I add stuff, colors and textures and all that kind of stuff.
This is fun to hear the process. Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you another mosaic question.
Okay.
How long would you say, let's say you're making like a medium size. I don't know what the canvas would be for that. How long would that take? What's that process look like?
Okay. People ask me this all the time.
Yeah.
When they come into my booth, what I say, it takes a long time.
It takes a long time. That's fair. I mean, it depends on, I'm sure, the image that you're going
Depends
off
on the
of.
piece. Depends on
how you need to cut the glass. You probably got to wait for a certain type of glass to ship or things like that when you're sourcing your materials.
No, not so much that. But
okay. That's good.
No,
That's
I
good.
go to, there's this giant warehouse like full of glass. I don't have to wait for anything like that.
You got a place.
I have a place I go and get it. Yes, yes. But yeah, it's all different. It takes a long time.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah. As someone, I have never made a mosaic.
Okay.
Maybe in an art class in school I'd probably call myself an elementary level.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that. But I can't recall if that was not recently.
Wait, you made a mosaic elementary artist? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I'm probably an elementary artist at best.
Visual artist.
Yes, visual artist. Yeah. That might be the only time I made a mosaic. I can't remember. It's been a while.
That's okay.
I took an art class in high school, and I thought, I think I need to try a different type of art.
Well, it's good to have that self-awareness early on.
Yeah, I think I was like, this is not.
It's not your zone of genius.
No, I think for a project, I made a fake advertisement for detergent, and I drew like an explosion, and I was like, "That's how clean it'll get your clothes." And my teacher was just like,
I like that. Your teacher didn't like that?
I don't know. She was not. She wasn't into it. And I really liked my teacher. We had a good rapport, but I think we both kind of knew.
She didn't appreciate your
I wasn't in the right class.
That sounds cool. I like that.
Oh, I wish I had that somewhere.
I know. Wouldn't that be fun if you still had it?
Because I thought, I was like, yeah, it's explosive. How it'll clean your clothes. It said like Tide on it. And then it just.
I'm not sure people would want to associate explosions with clothing. But,
I don't know.
Maybe that was the correlation.
Yeah,
it wasn't perfect. But
it's not the most positive thing.
Maybe not, but I like the concept.
Yeah, if I use this, my washing machine will explode. And I was like,
my clothes, like when I'm wearing them, they might just blow up or something.
That's unsafe. It's bad for many public environments.
Never thought laundry could be dangerous.
Exactly. This, there's a lot of things I didn't really consider from a marketing aspect.
Right. Well, now that you're older,
this is the feedback that I needed, Carol. Yeah. Back then. Oh, bummer. Oh well. Maybe I'll get back to the drawing desk tonight.
Maybe exploding laundry boxes.
Yeah, there's a world. I'll call up Tide and the other detergent companies, see who wants my designs.
There you go.
You've inspired me. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's your next million right there.
Yeah, that's my next million. Sure. To go with my other millions.
That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That I have somewhere. Okay, Carol. So bringing it back to improv. One thing I love to ask is thinking about you're in class. Is there an exercise that comes up? I want you to tell me one exercise that is like, that exercise, like this one kind of grinds my gears a little bit. And then one exercise that you love.
Okay.
Yeah.
One that I love that comes to mind is it's just so fun and so easy is the bus stop one. When you start out. I like to be the driver.
Yeah.
You start out by yourself, and the people come in, and you sort of mimic or what they do, and then everybody you mirror them, right?
Yeah.
And then you just like 5 people, and then it's just really fun. It's just like so fun and easy, and you get to have this really great group dynamic. Really love that. One that I don't like. I don't, especially like the translation one.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
Don't really love that.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you there. See, we agree on bagels and improv exercises, I think.
We agree on so much.
Yeah.
So much. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. What is it for you that gets you about it? Is it like, do you like being the expert, or if you had to get up and do it right now, say that's our game for the end of the episode. It's
Okay,
not, but say it was.
It was. Okay.
Yeah.
Would I want to be the translator
the
or
expert, the translator or the expert. Yeah.
probably the expert?
Yeah.
And I guess because it feels, to me, there's like only so much you can really do with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It seems kind of very finite, I guess. And not that fun to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm bad at speaking in fake languages.
well, that
I
too.
think. Yeah. Much better at English.
You're good in English.
I do okay.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think that's what gets it for me, because I mean, it's like, I know, if it's like, oh, it's a German scientist, and then I'm like, okay, I can throw in a little like German gibberish, and then it's hard to sustain it.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
It really is hard to sustain it. And I've seen other people struggle with that too.
Yeah. I don't know.
And Matt
what it
just
is.
does it a lot.
Yeah.
Like in shows.
Yeah.
He likes, I don't know why.
Yeah. It's a crowd pleaser.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. Because people think it's fun, and they like seeing someone get angry.
People struggle.
Yeah, and people struggle too, because either it goes really well or someone struggles, and either way, you're like, ooh, are they going to figure it out?
Do you think the audience likes to see people struggle up there?
I think so, because I think it's a fun struggle in that exercise, because the stakes are low,
Yeah.
right? Because you can say, oh, they're thinking, you can justify it a million ways.
But I do think audiences have it, like if we're in class and you see somebody struggle,
Yeah.
it's not really very
that's
fun.
it's a different.
But because I think the audience wouldn't put themselves in their shoes necessarily.
Yeah,
I think
that's
or
true.
Something
that's
like
true.
that.
Yeah, I think the guise of the gibberish helps. Like, everybody can understand why they might be having a tough time versus maybe a regular improv scene. It's like, oh, come on, just get it, just get it. Yeah.
So maybe you get the audience more on your side.
Yeah.
If you're fucking up the gibberish.
The gluten tag, yeah. and then people are like, oh, come on.
Yeah, but then, like again, like what do you say after that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah. So good. Okay, we're on the same page.
I try and steer clear. It's going to come up. I remember one year at camp, I think we played it, and I probably did it like 3 or 4 times that weekend. And I was like,
really?
Too many reps.
Why did you have to do it so many times?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Just lucky.
It just kept coming up. So I was like,
wow.
And I think I was probably trying to push myself, because I know that's just one of those exercises for me, as it is for you. It's just like, okay.
See, but the difference is you would want to try to do better at it.
Yeah.
With me, I'd want to just run away and never do it again.
Yeah. It's like, maybe I'll like it this time. And I'm just kind of like,
did it ever? No.
No, it hasn't clicked. And now I'm probably in a pretty good streak of a couple years not having
to do it.
Yeah. So I say that, and then watch someday I'm going to be in a show and it's like, Michael, translation.
Okay.
It'll come up.
Okay.
It'll come up.
If it does, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
So during your time here at IFTP, Carol, I know you've had Matt as a teacher. I've had you in sketch class. What other teachers or classes have you taken during your time here?
I took Jamie's weekend clown class. It's really fun.
Okay.
I really like that a lot. I've taken with Benjamin and Ava.
Okay. Yeah.
And Jamie, when he taught improv, I've taken class with him.
Yeah.
I don't think I've taken with what's his name? It starts with G.
Gavin.
Gavin. Yeah.
Or
no.
Liam. Yeah.
Liam. I've taken class with Liam.
Okay. Yeah.
I think everyone except for Gavin.
Okay.
I've taken with. I mean, and also Shelley taught a few classes back in the day.
Right. Everyone should be able to take a class. That's the point,
Well,
if you
here
sign up,
at least.
Yeah. I think that's fair. And that can be.
Although
part of
I
the
have to say, I
challenge.
took a few classes at UCB just to see
Just
what
to try it out,
Just to try it out, right? The very first class that I took, the guy goes, so you have to graduate to different levels,
Yep.
and you have to read the book. It was very different.
Yeah.
And the top level is the performing group.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, I just want to tell you right now, if any of you thinks you're going to be into the performing group. You're not.
Yeah.
So don't even try.
Yep.
That was like our introduction to that.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's how
boy, this is going to be fun.
Yep. You're like, great. Okay.
So it wasn't really that fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also like during the breaks, it's because they took breaks. So everyone there's like, so my manager sent me an audition. Well, he thought that this improv class would really look good on my resume. It was like
it's
very industry oriented.
Ton of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those classes too, they were like 3.5 hours, I think. I remember.
Really long.
That's why they had so many breaks.
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah, and it was just, I remember there's like a hallway with like a bunch it was like an improv factory. Like there
was that at the one on Sunset?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to take classes
Do you
there
remember
too. Yeah. That tangent, we're doing it. That building, they sold it during the pandemic.
Okay.
It is now it's a health clinic. And
clinic, okay.
Yeah, at my last job, I don't work there anymore. I worked for the LA County, and I was part of the crew that came in to make a health clinic. I helped install the computers there, and I was just like, this is so surreal. I was taking improv classes here years ago, and now I'm here setting up computer
for a health checks.
Yeah. It's very strange, I'm in like an exam room or whatever. And I'm like, wow. I was like, this used to be, I'd come in here and cry after class. But just, very strange to see how it transformed to a clinic versus, what it was. An improv factory is correct.
And the cry thing is interesting because it did feel sort of competitive, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not sort of, but competitive.
Yeah.
Even in the beginner class, it did. Yeah. And I remember one time, a little tangent, somebody... The classes, let's say maybe there's 15 or 20 people. This one guy who was a student in the class, he's like, okay, so I'm going to have these amount of people come to my house afterwards, and we're going to work on it later. And everybody else is like, that's not very nice.
Yeah, he picked a certain folks.
He picked a certain, he's like, okay, so I want you and you and you. Okay, and I'll meet you on Thursday at my house.
Oh, that's
I know, it's just
shameless.
I know,
shameless.
Right? Just like not nice.
Yeah.
Super insensitive. So that was kind of the tenor of the class, I'd say.
Yeah, it was. I would agree.
I mean, that's what's so great about IFTP, right? Yeah. It's like everybody's invited.
Yeah.
And it's not competitive, and it's not no shaming or anything.
Yeah. And like, it's okay that we're not all coming here to be like, my agent said I have to take this class.
Right.
I have an audition on Tuesday. It's like, okay, cool. And like, that's cool. A lot of people are in LA to do that. I used to be that person myself. That's why I was at UCB. You know?
Okay. I didn't know that.
So I had the agent.
And look at you now.
No agent.
Oh, you had an agent?
I did.
Wow.
Not like, I didn't get anything. I auditioned for like a JCPenney catalog. I was like, what is this? And it's very weird stuff.
For not even a commercial, just like a...
No, I auditioned to be like an elf one time. Just some weird stuff, Carol. I don't know. Whatever people say they're doing, it's not as cool as they want it to be. And they'd be like, I have an audition. But it's for like an elf Christmas event or something. It's like, it's funny. But I tried. I did the grind.
Yeah, you did.
That was
congratulations for trying.
Yeah, past life, and I'm happy that I'm not doing that anymore. Yeah. I can just do improv for fun.
Yeah, and it's just fun.
I don't need to get it. I don't need to be like, I'm gonna be improv famous. No, I can just show up and meet cool people, learn something, have fun. Mm-hmm. That's so much more fulfilling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree. See, we have so much. We grew on that bagels. So much, so much.
Mm-hmm. And like, luckily, if we were both at UCB, someone would be yelling at us right now. If you don't pass this class, you're not moving on to level 507.
That's right. And buy this book and read chapters 3 and 5 before class next week.
Oh yeah, I tell you, I've probably read that book more than I cared to admit. I read it. I listened to the audiobook.
Did you?
The audiobook's actually really quite fun. But
you know what? I never read the book.
Yeah, that's fair. It's massive. It's a textbook.
It
truly.
Is. I mean, and again, I just thought they want you to buy the book so they can like make money off of it.
It was like $25 a copy, I think, that's kind of pricey for a book.
I think so.
And this was a little while ago, but things were cheaper back then.
Should have been.
Generally, Mm-hmm. Yeah. And but I get it. UCB, look, I was a student there for a while. I fully bought in. They have their very specific philosophy. So I get why they have the book, because they really want you to buy in. We teach game, we teach escalation, and we're all about the Herald. That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You were there.
Yep.
That's what it all leads up to.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And they find the strange thing, or what's
it's an unusual thing.
the unusual thing? That's right. Find the unusual thing.
And there's time dash, analogous, and I can see you're
It's
like,
hard to remember. I know. It's like, well, because when you're trying to do improv, you have all the stuff in your head that you're trying to implement as you're doing
structure.
it.
Yeah.
It's just, to me, it's just like, it's like a kind of a door that shuts in a way. Because to me, improv is, just free association. And again, when you have all the sort of structures that you're supposed to be adhering to, to me, it just made it much less fun. Although I've seen, you see them perform and they're fantastic.
Yeah,
they're
it is really
unbelievable.
something. Yeah.
They're so good.
Yeah.
But
But I think that's the beauty of it too, is like everyone can do their thing with improv, and like both are acceptable and exciting and, fun to do. Like if you want to do that Herald with that rigid structure and find the improv within it, absolutely do that. You can come over here and not have to worry about that. And, do clap-ins, other types of long form, short form games, and there's different ways to do improv.
I mean, we've done Heralds in some classes here.
Really?
With Matt.
Oh, man.
Yeah. We've done some of that.
Yeah. I could go for one every now and then.
Yeah.
Just because it is fun to try and build that, to kind of get those connecting threads and bring it all together at the end.
But again, when Matt did it here, it didn't feel so wrought.
It wasn't pass or fail.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It was, it was challenging.
Yeah.
For sure. But in a fun way.
Yeah.
Not in a shitty competitive way.
Yeah. Yeah. Just curious, when were you at UCB?
Probably about 6 years ago, maybe.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I was there in that was more than 6 years ago. I was there like 2016, I think.
10 years ago.
Yeah. I was like 6. Nope. No.
Yeah.
Longer. Yeah. I think it was like 2015, 2016, 2017.
Oh, okay. So you were there for a while.
Yeah. Well, because, you take a class and there's like a wait list. And then, and then I didn't always have the money, so I had to save up because it was expensive. It was like $500.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And this is working,
But they're still going, right? So they just move someplace else.
Yeah. So pandemic, it was tough for everybody, especially theatrical venues. They sold that big training center, which is now a health clinic. But they kept the theater on Franklin.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And now they have like a annex in Silver Lake, I think, as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you still go see shows at Franklin. They use different spaces for their classrooms now, just not the big old training center. And then if you really want to get into the weeds of this, fun fact, during COVID, so they had a big, I know so much about this. They had a big kind of cultural restructure during that time because there was a lot of stuff that came up about abuse that was happening behind the scenes in their casting processes and just within the classes themselves. So a lot of people got kicked out, which is good, kind of clean house. But then some like private equity person came in who also is involved with Raytheon and helped bail them out. So it's like, wow, okay, military technology and improv comedy. So it gets real weird once you really look into it. And I remember reading that and I was just like, huh.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Weapons built this improv
yeah,
studio.
that's I was just like, how does this person get involved? Why is this person paying attention to the comedy scene in LA?
It's probably needed after all this stuff.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. They're like, I've been spending too much time over at Raytheon. I need to, spend my funds, my billions somewhere else.
Make the best bomb.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's still true, but I know that was part of what helped them get through the pandemic.
Okay.
Because I know in New York as well, they had to sell their property, and now they have a theater there again. But it was, it was looking pretty rough there for a while.
That was tough. We did improv by Zoom here.
Well, and that's the thing; it's hard to sustain that.
And Matt did it.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. I know. Were you fully on? Like, were you doing everything Zoom?
I did some of it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that fun.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Did you do it?
I tried. I don't know.
With Matt.
Not with Matt. I found Matt right after, like, as we were. IFTP started coming back in person, and that's what drew me here because I was like, this sucks. Like, everything's online. I don't want to pay money to do this. Like, I want to do something, creative because I'm at home, And I think I found IFTP. The requirements was like, you need to be vaccinated and you like wear a mask. And I was like, great, I'm there. Mm-hmm. And I emailed Matt, showed up, and I was like, whatever. I will, I'm down to follow guidelines. We're keeping everybody safe. We're not doing anything wrong here. And that's what got me in the door, because there was the only people willing to try,
willing to risk.
Yeah. And still be, safe.
Disease to
Yeah.
get into.
Yeah. Hey, disease for comedy.
I came. I mean, and doing improv with a mask on is a whole nother.
Yeah. I was thinking about that too. I remember we did scenes just
with you couldn't even see, you could see like this much of your face, it's like, and then I remember people took when it was time, some people I didn't really even know. And I saw them for the first time.
Yeah, right. You see their faces.
Wow, nice chin you have.
Yeah, I was like, I've never seen your mouth.
Yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, those were pretty interesting fucked up times.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was probably months and months that we had masks. Mm-hmm. And I think it took some time before I actually knew what everybody looked like.
Yeah, right. Because you were new too, right?
Yeah.
So you didn't really know anybody.
I met everyone with masks for the first time.
Wow.
Yeah, for I can't remember. That was August 2021, I think.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
You're good at remember. I don't remember dates so well, but you're good at that. I'm a
date guy. Yeah.
You're a date guy.
I remember dates. Basically, when movies came out and dates around that. It really kind of my anchor points.
Is that it? Okay. Yeah. I don't even. I'm
it's
so bad.
It's often useless, but it is fun.
No, I wish I was better at that. I remember my daughter's birthday.
Well, important stuff.
Yeah. I remember. Sometimes I remember our anniversary. Sometimes not. But
birthday,
not that important.
Anniversary. You got the priorities.
That's right.
Yeah, you know when New Year's is.
I do know when that is.
See? Yeah, perfect.
4th of July, I can remember that day.
Mm-hmm. Got it down. We all know Arbor Day.
We all do, yeah. No, that's right. We all know Arbor Day.
I don't know.
And when is that, Michael?
It's coming.
All right, good.
Hasn't
sometime
happened.
This year.
Hasn't happened yet, Carol.
All right, it's coming.
I know for a fact. It has not happened yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, if someone were at home right now, we're recording this on, what is today? February 20. Oh, man. See, I don't know today's date. February 24th. Arbor Day has not happened yet.
I actually think Arbor Day is in April.
That feels right. Yeah.
The reason I remember that because I did, when I tried to sell my work, and I tried to do this little, so it's kind of celebrate Arbor Day because I used a lot of trees in my work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that was last April if I recall, but I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about that.
We're honing in on the date. We think it might be sometime in April for Arbor Day.
But you're right. It's sometime in the coming year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
That I know.
I like trees.
Yeah, but I like to be surprised, so I'll know it's Arbor Day probably on the day of.
Okay.
I might miss it.
You might miss it. I was going to say, if you even know that the day is there. We'll see.
Yeah. Got me there. I shouldn't have dropped that because I have no idea when Arbor Day is, so you got me cornered. All right, Carol.
It's not a priority for you.
It's not a priority, but maybe I need to re-examine. I got a couple more questions for you, Carol.
Okay.
And we're going to do some improv and get out of here. Yeah, you're like, what? This guy's making me talk about Arbor Day. They're cutting glass. What is this?
Arbor Day.
What is this? I'm not against it. I have no opinion. I think trees are great.
Know, Michael. I think there might be some deeper stuff going on here, which I think we shouldn't talk about right now.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. I need to figure that out off air.
On your own.
Yeah, I think that's very wise. Thank you.
You don't need to know that.
No. Okay. So something that's interesting, and we've brought this up a little bit, but one, we talked about kind of your attitude. You're willing to try things, right? Push aside that hesitation, fear, whatever that is. But also, I think you're someone. You're an artist who has skills in many different facets of art. We'd say performing arts, visual arts.
Actually, for a while, I did filmmaking, and I made this short film and actually got into this
whole other thing.
Film festival in Utah. I remember.
Wow,
this was a while ago, but
that's amazing. What was it about?
Well, it was called About Joe, and it was a silent movie actually. And I had a friend who had this band called the Clubfoot Orchestra, and he did the score for it. It was about this kind of lonely guy, and he ends up. It was this sort of conceptual thing. Like he walks, he's kind of just walking down the street, and he starts seeing like food in weird places on the street, like real food. And I don't want to go on that. Anyway, so he starts sort of collecting it, and like you'll see a bagel in a crevice of a wall or something, and but he can't bring himself to actually eat it.
Yeah.
He can't have that joy. It's just a giant simile for life, right? Wait, simile, is that the right word?
In comparison, using like or as.
Yeah. And so in the very end, he's sitting there on this, and then he actually decides to cut and just take a giant bite, and this giant smile on his face, and that was it.
And he finally gets it at the end.
He lets himself have that kind of joy and satisfaction. So
I like that.
That's what it's about.
Okay, there you go. That's very cool. See, I did short film, mosaic, dance, improv, sketch comedy. Carol, come on. So where I was leading with that question.
Okay.
How do you think you've seen skills from like one area of your artistic practice, let's say, kind of bleed into another? Like, for example, your work with mosaics. Have you seen any of those skills bleed into improv or vice versa?
I sort of thought about that a little bit, and I don't think so.
No.
I don't think this particular thing, I don't think improv really informs much about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of the opposite of improv.
Yeah, because it's so calculated.
So calculated, so painstaking, So I'm not in that. But one thing I think improv really has helped me with is my marriage. Because I think I've been married for a long time.
The art of marriage. There you go.
And I've used it to, and I'm sure improv, I don't know exactly the correlation, but I can just let things go a lot easier.
Yeah.
And I think that definitely has to do with improv.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if he does something that just like bugs the shit out of me, it's like, before I'd be just like so mad and hold on to it and like, sure, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just let it go and move on and make a joke, try to make it funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's actually been a really huge benefit for me.
Yeah. And I think that's like some good marriage advice too. Cause it's like, what is it? Have like, I can't remember the term. It was like not long patience, but it's like have a lot of patience and a short memory. I think they say, which is, there are some things you definitely should remember,
Yeah.
and there are things that you shouldn't let slide. That's absolutely true, right? Boundaries and looking out for yourself and things like that. Yeah. But, you're two human beings. At some point, you might get on the other's nerves every once in a while, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I've had to learn as the person getting on my wife's nerves.
Okay.
And she knows
and
that.
she's had to learn to let go.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's improv adjacent, so
That's right.
Yeah.
She is improv adjacent. Your wife's great, by the way.
Yeah,
she really had a fun time talking with her.
She's the best.
Really interesting and
she's really smart too.
Smart.
Dang. Yeah. Like I bet you could have really good conversations with art with her. She knows her art history so well. Yeah. And she just she's an artist herself, so she knows a lot more than me. So
oh no, I mean just talking about her kids and she
that too. That
thing too.
Her whole career as well.
Her career is fascinating.
Yeah, it is. I love talking to her about it too. Yeah. Oh, man. I shout out my wife.
No, I just forgot her name.
Yeah, D.
That's right. And it was a D. Okay, D.
Yeah, she's the oft shadow guest of the podcast, I'd say, because she hasn't been on the show herself.
Oh, yeah. And she hasn't done improv either.
She hasn't, no. So that's kind of the one thing I'm like, well, I can't improvisers.
No, maybe it's good that you have sort of separate things, right?
There's boundaries. Yeah, not boundaries.
Not boundaries, but you have your interests and she has
her own hobbies. Yeah,
that's right. You do. Yeah, and I think that's also really important in a marriage.
Yeah. See, we're giving marriage advice.
I know,
now.
right? I mean, I don't do all that much with my husband. We have very different things we like to do.
But I think that's...
Which is fine. I mean, it's great. I like it.
Yeah, because you were both individual people before you got married.
Yeah, we're both very independent.
Yeah.
We don't, I'm fine if he doesn't show up for a few weeks. No, if he,
I haven't seen him in a couple.
Gee, wow, something's missing.
There was.
Yeah. No. So that improv really has helped me there.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that's really good. Really good. I'm gonna take that to heart. When I listen to this later, I'm gonna be reminded of it.
Oh, okay, good.
Come back to edit. I'm just gonna keep that close. Yeah. All right. My last question for you, Carol. So, you've done sketch comedy. You've made a short film, you've danced, you've done improv, you create mosaics out of glass, right? Looking ahead to this year, the year's still young, right? Arbor Day has not yet happened.
Not yet.
Has not
as
yet
far as we know.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Is there anything this year that you're a new, let's say, artistic exploration that you're kind of interested in trying?
Something that I haven't tried before?
Yeah, that you haven't tried. You're just like, I'd be interested in checking that out.
I'd like to just try some straight ahead acting, like do an acting class.
Yeah.
Even though I can't remember anything, but that sounds. I did look a while ago to see if there's like a studio but nothing seemed to quite work. I think.
Yeah.
I would say probably that. And I did. I was looking at Julie from anyway. She does. Yeah. She posted something on I think Facebook. She was doing like. It looked like Commedia dell'arte, maybe. Like she was all in white, and she was like doing this. It's like that looks like so much fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she was so good at it. She was so good. She was just like putting on lipstick,
Yeah, I could see that.
So good. Yeah. That looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's going back to the roots of the art form. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the characters of comedy.
Right, character.
I might look into that as well. That sounds interesting.
I know. I'm trying to find out where she took it. I saw her at the stand-up show, but she left before I got a chance to ask her. So,
Julie, come on.
And she just like ran out after.
Yeah.
I'll have to ask her.
Okay, I think that's a great thing to look into. Either just acting classes or even more specific of Commedia dell'arte or like.
Which should be really fun. I think more fun than acting, actually.
Yeah,
it is acting.
It is acting. That's the thing. It's just as stylized.
It's very stylized.
Yeah.
I think that would be so fun.
And I think too, with memorization, like either an acting class or if you're just doing one particular scene and focusing on that, you're going to get it down.
That's what you think.
I know you will. I know you will because I've seen you do it. I saw you do a sketch show. I was there.
I did. And again, it seemed like it was easier to remember other people's sketches than my own for some reason.
Which is funny. It's usually the opposite, I feel.
I know.
But maybe you were like, well, these are other people's. I don't want to let them down.
Right. Yeah. And maybe I was like more nervous about my own and getting it right than the other ones I could give a shit about. No, I cared a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
but it's the double layer of I wrote this. I hope people like it. Also, I need to know this.
And I need to perform it well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably like maybe okay. Yeah, that's why. That's why I couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
Thank you for outlining that.
We're breaking it down.
Okay.
Breaking it down.
Okay.
Yeah. But I like that. I like that push for yourself. Acting class, Commedia dell'arte, something. One of those things.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be super fun.
I'd be interested in doing something like that too. I haven't done just like.
Well, I'll let you know if I find out where you know what.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll just contact her.
Yeah.
Directly and ask her.
Julie, where are you taking these classes? Yeah. Is she here tonight? I don't know that she is. I don't know when she takes classes.
I don't know either.
No clue. Yeah.
I have no idea either.
Yeah. Well, there you go. We don't know if it's Arbor Day. We don't know if Julie's here. What do we know?
So many questions.
Yeah. All right. Carol, you ready to do some improv?
Sure.
All right. We're going to play one improv game here tonight. It's simple. It's a silly one. How are you on let's say your brands?
My brand?
Your brands. Yeah.
My brand?
Different brands. Like Bounty paper towels.
Oh, my brand. Oh,
your brands. Sorry.
I thought you my own personal brand. Do I know brands?
Yeah.
Kind of. Sort of, kind of.
Perfect. I'll take that answer.
Okay.
So the game we're going to play, it's just going to be a regular improv scene. But the kind of little twist that we have is that this game is called product placement. So we've all seen those TV shows where there's a very blatant moment. Someone pulls out the can of Pepsi and drinks it. In this scene, I'll give us a suggestion, probably of a location. We'll kind of figure out the rest from there. But it's our job to insert as much product placement as possible into the scene.
Okay.
This show is heavily sponsored by whatever you can think of. Yeah.
Okay.
That's Bounty paper towels or
I'm like trying to think about these products.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, if you need to make it up, it is improv. So, if it's, who knows if it's a real brand? We don't know if it's Arbor Day.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's open. So the suggestion for a location that I'll give us is that we're at a karate studio.
Okay.
Yeah, we're at a karate studio. And And I'll say lights up when it's time for us to start, and I'll black us out when we're done.
Okay.
All right. Any questions?
Nope.
Yep. This game is called Product Placement. We're at the karate studio, and lights up.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Stuff. Karate chopping that Pop-Tart was no easy feat, Michael.
It was incredible. And honestly, I just wanted to say, Carol, thank you for letting me eat half the Pop-Tart after you were done.
It was not much left of it, right? When I was done with that Pop-Tart.
Actually, I dipped some of it in my Fairlife skim milk. So good. So much protein.
Right. And the you made kind of a mess on the floor, I have to say, Michael. So those Bounty quicker picker uppers. I can't even. Works like a charm.
It works like a charm. Yeah, I can't believe our sensei came over and cleaned up so quickly.
I know,
so
right?
impressed.
It was like gone, like quick.
Yeah. Quick, like
It was
you said, the quicker
real.
picker upper.
It was real.
It was real. It was.
I
real
believe
fast.
it. Yes.
I'm feeling a little self-conscious today.
Yeah.
I brought my new karate bag. It's from JanSport.
Oh, I see that.
What do you think of that? Does it look cool?
And I can see your Colgate toothpaste sticking out of there.
Oh,
I know you did
noticed.
fresh breath when
My
you
3D
did
whitening.
karate and
Yeah.
white teeth. Yeah, that's important.
I just realized, every time we spar, we get so close to one another. Mm-hmm. And I thought, I don't want to be rude, And look,
Okay, Michael, I brought something for you just to address that issue.
You did?
Some Tom's deodorant.
Oh,
I just as a friend, I'm telling you. Okay.
I'm not offended. Ever since I started coming to this studio, I've noticed that when I get close to people, they don't like it.
Well, yeah.
And I've been trying to slowly kind of work through why that is, So that's why I started using that Colgate 3D whitening toothpaste. I'll try this Tom's deodorant.
Yeah.
I just been using vinegar.
Yeah.
By vinegar. Because it was a more natural remedy, with none of that aluminum in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think this will
Thank you.
bring people
Thank you,
closer
Carol.
to you.
Yeah. And every time it's say, all right, everybody partner up for sparring, I'm often left alone. And
I'm not surprised.
I'm starting to understand why that is.
Well, try it. Let's
Yeah.
see. And speaking of that, I have some of this. It's
Too kind.
Cheviot dental floss.
Cheviot dental floss.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like a place with a lot of hills.
Yeah, it fits so well into the nooks and crannies in your teeth.
Yeah. I'd just been using, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
I kind of knew that.
A lot of my hygiene practices, because I'm scared of all the, ingredients that are in products, there was aluminum in my Old Spice deodorant, so I stopped using that.
And then I actually got these Ray-Ban sunglasses because when I'm sparring with you and we get a little too close, there's a lot of effluviant comes flying off from
that's a lot of liquid.
body and teeth and a lot of fluid.
Well, I
comes in my
sweat
direction.
heavy. I
from
sweat
you.
heavy. It's okay. You can say it. I'm
Not just sweat, but
spit. Yeah.
food particles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
But the Ray-Bans help.
I come here straight from work. I have to eat my Trader Joe's quick bite meals in the car.
Okay. Well,
That's
I knew that. You like the bean and cheese burritos, right?
I do. They're my
I can
favorite.
tell.
They have the Kraft
I got a little
cheese.
piece of it right here.
Oh, I'll take that. Sorry.
Yeah, you so hungry. You try that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wait. Hang on. I'm letting you get away with this, and
I'm just saying this for your own good.
I know you're trying to help me, but it's starting to hurt my feelings a little bit, and I might actually
I have something for
take
that. Here we go.
my journal here, my moleskin journal.
Yeah.
And I might have to write down how I'm feeling with my Dixon Ticonderoga pencil.
Well, I wrote this for you with my Bic pen.
This is premeditated?
Because I knew you're a sensitive guy, Michael. So here's
I am.
a Hallmark
Oh, thank you.
card that
Good.
kind of should tell us. It's pretty heartfelt, and I wrote some stuff in there too.
I was worried it was papyrus, and those are so expensive. I wouldn't want you to.
I wouldn't spend that kind of money, Michael. But
I appreciate your honesty. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Wow, you even licked the envelope. Thank you.
I did, yeah.
It's still warm.
You can read it out loud if you want.
Oh, okay. It says, boy, we always know when you're coming because we smell you from a mile away.
Well, and the bottom it says, but we love you anyway.
Blackout! Oh, you were good. You were getting all the brands in there. Cheviot floss. That was my favorite.
Yeah. Like what are brands of dental floss? I don't even know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just floss.
It's just floss. Yeah.
Which is really bad for all the dental floss brands right now.
I know, right?
We couldn't name a single
marketing
one.
department needs to do better.
Yeah, they really do though.
Yeah.
Because I
have no idea.
I have nothing. I have like those little floss picks at home.
Yep.
Don't know.
I have them too. I don't know.
Yeah,
either.
I just know they're a little minty, and that's
a minty pick.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
It should be called that.
Yeah. Thank you for playing with me, Carol.
That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You did excellent. Before we conclude tonight's episode, are there any last words you want to leave us with on life, on bagels, on mosaics? Where can we find your mosaics if you want to remind us?
My famous last words. Well, I have a website, caroldavismosaics.com. Mm-hmm. And if you are interested in any pieces, let me know. And I usually give friends and family, a discount, let's say. And this, I would consider people here friends and family. So, and I just think Matt has done a fucking fantastic job at this place. I mean, started from nothing. And now he's got 2 studios here in Boston. It's incredible.
Yeah, bi-coastal.
And people have to scramble to you can't even get into the class unless you sign up as soon as you get the notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's extremely remarkable.
Yeah, he is.
And I'm so thankful for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I always give him a bad time on the show, but that's because I care about him, and I'm thankful for him.
I know. I don't usually say thankful very much. It seems so hokey, but I think he's. I mean, really, it has. I mean, this sounds hokey too, but it really has changed my life.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
For the better.
Yeah, that's good to clarify.
Yeah, right.
People were on the edge of their seats.
I know, right?
And
you never know.
For the Oh, that was good. All right. Well, thank you so much to Carol Davis for coming on the show. As always, we'll be back next time with another episode of Improv for the podcast. But until then, bye.
Bye.
Improv for the podcast was created by Matt Moore and Michael Lee Evans. Edited and produced by Michael Lee Evans. And finally, presented by Improv for the People. Interested in more IFTP? You can visit us at improvforthepeople.com or on our socials, such as Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Remember, new episodes are released weekly. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.